Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So earlier this week, I came across a couple of articles about sisters talking about boycotting the movie Black Panther because actor Michael B. Jordan allegedly dates some white woman. According to some of the reports, she's Latino, but as we know, some Latinos are white. So I'm going to share my screen and show you a couple of articles, and then I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what y'all think about this situation. And I may open it up. Yeah, I think I'm going to open this one up after I do my brief remarks so that anybody can join the hangout for a little while so we can talk, chop it up, and hear from y'all about what y'all think about this. So let me share my screen. Shout out to the real Aaron Collins. Shout out to Shaq B. Shout out to Riley Westbrook. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Just bear with me a second. Just bear with me a second, y'all. I'm just waiting for the screen to pop up so we could get started. Maybe I have to close some of these boxes. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, just bear with me a second. I'm going to my Facebook page. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this. This article is from the Griot here. This will be in the description box for those of you who would like to read it. Hopefully this wind is not too loud for y'all. The weather's bad here. So it says that 30-year-old actor Michael B. Jordan is rumored to be dating Ashlyn Castro. She's a Latina woman. They spent Kwanzaa and New Year's Eve together. So a lot of women have started to raise an issue about this. And, this was posted on Twitter. Well, let's see, what is this? Yeah, so someone posted this right here. And I think Michael Jordan shared this to show people. But it basically says, for you, you don't deserve our money. And then it says, boycott the Black Panther movie. So there were a lot of people raising this issue, a few people on Twitter raising this issue about him dating this non-Black woman while promoting this Black film. He's an actor in this major Black film that's coming out in February. A lot of people are looking forward to watching it. For those of you who don't know, I've done a couple of videos about it, praising the movie. This is a movie that I can't wait to see. It's a movie that I look forward to seeing. And the reason why I look forward to seeing it is because it has a black hero, common in Hollywood, not common enough. It is not a situation where a black hero is like a sidekick to some white hero. You have an all black cast, with great, well known actors and actresses. You have a black director. And the new Black Panther comic book has a black writer. I know that early on it was created by a white man, but the new Black Panther comic book is written by a black man, Ta-Nehisi Coates, who's well known, great writer. I have a couple of the issues myself. Yeah, so I support this film and I look forward to seeing this film. And this article is basically saying that black women are not going to stop, are not going to boycott this film. And that this, his dating life is not going to stop black women from seeing this film. Despite the fact that you have a couple of people on Twitter complaining about this. Most black women are not going to, stop seeing a film because one of the actors is dating a white or Latino woman. It's just not going to happen because black women are not petty like that, despite like all these stereotypes that are being promoted about the black woman being bitter and all that kind of stuff. This is something that has blown up into like a false controversy because I'm sure that most black women are not going to support any kind of boycott like this based on this man's personal decision. They're not going to boycott an entire film. Because if you look at films like that, if you take that kind of perspective, you might as well boycott all of Black Hollywood because interracial relationships are common in Hollywood. The other day I did a video where I posted all of these African American men who are dating these and marrying non-Black women, white women in most cases. If I was to say, well, I can't watch a film because somebody is in an interracial relationship, there will be very few black films I would be able to watch. Very few. And, I think that somebody's personal life is separate from the roles that they take on. Just like I supported that movie. Well, it's a series on Netflix. Luke Cage, I supported that despite, the actor being married to a white woman. I separate the actor's personal life from, the actual role and the actual depictions of black people in a film. I'm not going to say I'm not going to watch a film that has positive images of black people just because a person conducts, is in an interracial relationship in their real life as opposed to in the movie. And, it would be one thing if this brother made derogatory comments about black women, if he was disrespectful of black women, misogynistic towards black women, then I think I would be more understanding of those people who are actually calling for a boycott. But that's not the case here. And I just think that that's, it's not reasonable or rational to boycott a film simply because somebody is dating outside of their race. And people know my position on this issue. They know that I encourage black love. I encourage black men to be with black women and vice versa. I think that we need to have enough self-respect and dignity about ourselves where we see our own as being the best option for us. But I'm not going to boycott a film simply because one of the actors in the film is in an interracial relationship. That simply doesn't make any kind of sense. And, I think that most black women support that position. A lot of black women support that position. And most of them are not that preoccupied with what these black male actors are doing. They're not so preoccupied with what they're doing to the point where they're going to be like all butthurt and say, I'm not going to go see a film and this and that. So I think that this is something that was blown out of proportion, something that was exaggerated. And there's another article. And for those of you who aren't following me on Facebook, you can follow me at New Possibilities blog. As you see here, this is my Facebook page. There was another article in here. I'll show it to you in a second. That I posted about this issue that I want you to see. There was a blog post. Yeah, here it is right here, explaining why this is a hoax. And I'll get to your comments in a second, once I go through this article. And I may just open it up. I may go ahead and open it up for those of you who want to talk. So this article points out how Black Twitter lit up with tweets about Black women boycotting the Black Panther movie because Michael B. Jordan is dating this Latino woman. And let me just scroll down. This person says that her own search of Twitterverse, she searched for proof about this issue. And here's some tweets that, they reference. All day black, here's one, for example, all day black men have pushed this imaginary Black Panther boycott, threw Black women under the bus, and then threw LGBT under the bus. So you had these people explaining that this was blown out of proportion, that, people were exaggerating this issue of a boycott. And this person was asking, like, yeah, well, actually, I think this is a man. Yeah, this is a man. And they basically said, I still need someone to explain to me how this troll page with 2 likes on, inspired Black men to throw Black women under the bus. One second, y'all. Yeah, so basically this article just points out how people exaggerated this whole situation and how they use this as an opportunity to bash Black women, to complain about Black women and all this and that, complain about how petty Black women are and stuff. So, so let me go back to my screen and see what you all have to say about this. It's like people don't miss an opportunity to bash Black women. But I will say this, for those people who actually did have something to complain about, like those people who actually were talking about boycotting because of this, I think that there's hypocrisy on their part, like the people who actually put that idea out there of boycotting this film. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of these people have not, they have a completely different attitude when it involves a Black woman, for instance. Like if a Black woman is involved in an interracial relationship, all of a sudden, these same people that are talking about boycotting and this and that and complaining about this, those same people are celebrating that Black woman. Like they'll celebrate a Serena Williams marrying a white guy. They will celebrate Meghan Markle marrying that white prince in England. They will celebrate those things. But when a Black man is in an interracial relationship, all of a sudden, the world must come to an end, all hell breaks loose and all that kind of stuff. And I just think that that's hypocrisy on their part. Like you actually have women that have channels encouraging Black women to date outside of their race. And then when they hear about some Black guy dating outside of the race or whatever, they try to make some issue out of it and they do videos about it. And my question is why? Why even do videos about it if you have already written off black men? You know, it just exposes their own hypocrisy. And then you have the flip side, you know, you have black men who have so much to say about the Serena Williams and, you know, all these other black women dating and marrying outside of the race. But when it comes to black men, they celebrate it. They salute the brothers for getting some white woman and all that kind of stuff. And these guys, in fact, some of them have videos talking about how white women are better than black women. So, you know, there's hypocrisy on both sides. But, you know, I just think that this situation is blown way out of proportion. You know, it's being exaggerated. You know, people are hyping this up to be more than what it is because we know good and damn well a lot of black women are going to support this film just like they supported Birth of a Nation despite all this criticism of black women. You know, black women came out and they supported that film. And, you know, I think that the same will be true here. You know, this is a film that a lot of black people are just excited to see. They're excited to see great actors, you know, black actors in a great film about a black hero projecting positive images of African people. You know, here you have a situation where you have a technologically advanced society, this African. You have, you know, people always talk about the need to see black heroes and black kings and queens, and this movie has all of that. So, and for that reason, I support it. You know, I did a video a while ago talking about like how you had people hating on this film. You know, you had white racists hating on it, saying it was too militant, and then you had these pseudo pro-black hotep type cats on here talking about, you know, negative stereotypes in the movie, and all these people saw was a very short trailer that was under 2 minutes long, and they placed all kinds of judgments on the film. So yeah, I mean, those are just some of my thoughts. I'm gonna scroll through your comments, and then I may just open it up so I can hear from y'all and what y'all think about this. Hopefully, no trolls will come on here. Again, shout out to my people. Shout out to Aaron Collins. Shout out to Shaq B. Shout out to Riley Westbrook. Shout out to Elaine Lloyd. Shout out to Lord Praise the. And I see she said that one idiot blew up that one tweet, and people think all black women are mad. Exactly. I mean, I don't think that most black women care about this. I mean, I don't think black women are like that worked up about one black actor deciding to date outside of his race. You know, I think the average black woman, they couldn't care. I mean, they're slightly concerned, but they couldn't care less for the most part. They keep it moving. You know, this is on the low end of the things to prioritize as something important. And I see that Raleigh said those women don't represent black women. Those are black feminists. Feminists. That's funny. That's my first time hearing that phrase. I hear people bashing feminists a lot. You know, I don't have anything against a lot of feminists. You know, I think that black women and women in general should have the same rights as, you know, as men. You know what I'm saying? Like overall, like I don't think their wages should be less, and they should be discriminated in the workplace and deal with sexual harassment. So, I mean, there are a lot of basic rights that we take for granted that wouldn't, you know, be possible if it wasn't for a feminist movement. So I'm not like one of these people that are quick to bash all feminists. You know, in terms of like the extreme end, I don't support that, like extreme feminism or anything. Um, Shout out to Blessed with Melanin and Dimples. Shout out to Naturally uh, NOLA. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mika 2728. Praised us said, I don't care who he dates. Um, we're used to seeing famous black men with other races of women. That's not new. Exactly. Yeah, it's unfortunately it's not new. It's very common. And at this point, people have gotten so used to it. It's not even a big deal. It's not even something most people care about. But yeah, I just think that it's a shame that people took this opportunity to stereotype black women as bitter and all that kind of stuff, over exaggerate the situation. And Raleigh Westbrook said that Michael B. Jordan isn't the star of the film, though. Yeah, I mean, he's not the main star. The star is the guy that plays Black Panther, but he's still a significant player in it. You know, he's the villain in the story. So he does play a significant role. Yeah, Lord praised us, said nobody cares. This is ridiculous. They want black women to be bad. These people need to leave us alone. Exactly. I agree. And then Kevin is over here saying negative things. I mean, why do you use that kind of terminology, man? Why are you referring to women as hoes, man? I mean, just because you disagree with, some of these women that have decided to have a boycott, and it's it's a small number. It's what we have is one tweet that has been blown up and has become viral and all that kind of stuff. That's what we have here. So it's like, I don't understand like why people are so quick to use like misogynistic language against women. And as you can see, like most of the comments, like most women in the comment section here, they don't care about that. They couldn't care less about Michael B's dating preferences. Yeah, and I see Kevin Smith is talking about Serena Williams, Eve, and Meghan Merkel and Halle Berry and all that kind of stuff. And I raised that point earlier, but I just don't understand why you got to use such foul language to refer to women. I mean, calling them bitches and stuff like that. Why is that necessary, man? I mean, it's like if white people, called you a nigger, would you be okay with that? I mean, would that be okay with you? And I see somebody asked why black women are not boycotting Janet Jackson's concerts. Now, that question can be directed at the few um, black women that support that protest, this boycott and stuff. Because there is, a double standard among some of these people that are supporting this boycott, which is very few people, as I said before. And I see Teresa F says she doesn't care about that. Yeah, so it's clear to me, like just based on the comments that are here, that a lot of women don't couldn't care less about this. And Miss Red said that that's some white woman starting the rumor, trying to use black women for her war again. And Aaron Collins said, I love black women and I regard them as queens, but I ain't boycotting. And Blessed with Melanin and Dimple said, I haven't heard any black women say they're not going to see the film. What's up, Voltron? Shout out to you. Shout out to Miss Red. Yeah, Voltron, I'm gonna have to see if you can do a hangout. Like I want to, I've talked about like doing that follow up hangout with the brothers and the sisters, talking about relationships and all that kind of stuff. I noticed that you talk about relationships a lot on your channel and Black Love. So I want to try to get you to join that hangout. So I'll be sending invites to people. It's probably going to be sometime this weekend by the time I send them out. I want to set it like far enough in advance so that people will be able to participate. So look out for that. Yeah, I see Praise does said that Kevin keeps making misogynistic and derogatory statements towards Black women. Yeah, I pointed that out as well. And I see that somebody's deleting his comments. Yeah, because I mean, this is not a forum for people to bash Black women. This is not what my channel is for. Like, I mean, that kind of stuff can go somewhere else. I mean, there are plenty of other forums that welcome that, but this is not such a forum. And I'm glad that my moderators are doing the job and taking care of this stuff. Um, oh, Praise that said, I don't care about Black love anymore. I will see the movie no matter what. Like, yeah, I want to see the movie no matter what, but I find it sad that you say you don't care about Black love anymore. I want to hear more about that. I'm going to post the link just in case people want to join the discussion after I go through these comments real quick. And Aaron Collins said, I do realize the woman he's with is not Black. However, she's not white either. Now, I don't know if she's a white Latino or not. But I mean, the pictures I saw look pretty white to me. I'm going to try to go to the picture. She looked white to me. And Nagon 11 said, I talked to a few sisters. They're not paying this crap any mind. Man, y'all are really taking out Kevin Smith's comments. I don't know what else he's saying, but y'all are really deleting his stuff. All right, just bear with me a second. Yeah, I see Teresa's comment. Yeah, it's just a shame that you have Black men that are literally dying to be with a white woman, man. It's a shame. You have all these situations where Black men are involved in, trying to get with these white women, and then you had these white men reacting to them and, committing acts of violence against them. So some of these guys are literally dying to be with a white woman. And I think that that's sick. I think that it's time for us to accept and love our own instead of trying to be, with all these other races of people. Man, we need to love ourselves and love our women. And it's just a shame that you had these brothers, they get a couple of dollars, and first thing they want to do is abandon a Black woman. And I think that's sad, man. Shaq B said, can we stop grouping all of our women into one being and degrading them? And he went on to say, it's like people want to chase them out into the hands of other races and white supremacists. And Andre Toppin said, I don't agree with interracial dating, but come on now, the brother isn't cooning out. Yvonne Robinson said, black men celebrated Tiger Woods, so we even. Look at Kanye West. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of examples of black men dating outside of the race and marrying outside of the race. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. Somehow I bounced down. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay, so Shaq B said that he's that we should all see Tariq Nasheed's 1804 movie. I haven't seen that movie. I'm gonna have to check it out. I've seen the other, the Hidden Color films, but I also need to check that out. I'm just scrolling through these comments. Emo Jones said no black men are boycotting Janet Jackson's concerts. Shout out to Yvonne Robinson. DM said 1804 is the movie of 2017. Makes you want to investigate African spirituality more. Blessed with Melanin and Dimple said, I love supporting black businesses when I can, but I don't know about Tariq. Yeah, and I have my concerns about Tariq as well. I've done videos where I've expressed those concerns and stuff like that. But I do support his Hidden Colors series. I think that it has a lot of useful information, a lot of information that will inspire people to do further research. So for that reason, I think that it's a good thing. Yeah, since it's running late, I'm probably not going to be able to open this up to a discussion. I'm going to have an open Google Hangout so that people can just chop it up with me, but it's going to have to be later. I thought I would be able to do it tonight, but I don't think so because it's running pretty late. But I want to thank you all for your comments in the live chat. I appreciate it. Shout out to True Royal family. Much respect to you. Thank you for your support. Yeah, so everyone, True Royal is having a hangout on Friday at 7 p.m. So I encourage y'all to check that out and subscribe to our channel if you're not already subscribed to it. Shout out to Ghost Rider. Peace to you. Yeah, I see this. A couple of people said they don't like Black Twitter. I have a Twitter account, and for those of you who are on Twitter, it's at New Pos Blog. You can follow me there, but I don't mess with Twitter. Like, I mean, I'm on Twitter. I tweet out things, but I don't follow it as much as I do YouTube or Facebook. But I read these stories every now and then about things that are trending on Black Twitter. And Emo J46 said, "Did I block him or her?" I mean, I couldn't have blocked you. I'm reading your message right now, so you must not be blocked. I don't know if you have another account, and I don't know what that account name is. So I don't know if I blocked you or not. That's a good point, Mr. Dre. 1992. If somebody's going to bash Black women, they need to go to Tommy's page. Agreed. If they want to do that, there's plenty of forums here on YouTube to do that. I don't call him crispy, because I'm not that's like a colorism type of deal where you're degrading somebody for having dark skin. And I know about like Tariq Nasheed trying to explain it away and say that he's not talking about dark skin. You know, what's his name's dark skin. He's talking about ashiness, but we all know what crispy means. So, I encourage people to not use that term, because I think that it attacks somebody based on their skin color. And I think that undermines the message of Black pride and Black self-respect. I mean, there are plenty of other ways you can insult that guy. But based on his complexion, I don't think that that's a good reason to insult somebody. Oh, I see that Shaq B said he got to go to work at 7 a.m. Good night. Emo says, has Emo Jones been blocked? I don't think so. I didn't block you. Yeah, yeah, Aaron, I was going to do a panel, but it's getting late, so I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to try to set up one another time, do another live hangout, where we could just chop it up from the beginning with a lot of people, and I just open it up so anybody can join. Hopefully no trolls will be able to join. And Praisler said, "I don't care about Black love because the conversation is too exhausting. It seems that Black women care about it more than Black men." Wow. Black women care about it more than Black men. Do y'all think that's true? Do y'all think Black women care more about Black love than Black men? Yeah, and I see Elaine said, your mods are black women. I don't like being called a whore. I don't know. That must have been Kevin. And I see that most of y'all took out his comments, which is good if that's what he was saying. I noted, some of the other derogatory things he said. Yeah, this is not a safe zone for misogyny. So if y'all see those kind of comments, feel free to, delete them or to block the people using that kind of terminology. Yeah, peace and blessings to everyone. I want to thank y'all for joining this hangout. I truly appreciate your support. Good night, everyone. And I may go into this very last one about Umar Johnson. That's going to be very short, probably like 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. So if you can join that one, feel free to hop on to that one. Peace.